welcome to the brand new season of iOn Uptown. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our new talking head, Levi Stover. He's a bassist here at the Collective and an all-around good guy. He'll be filling in for Dylan Rockoff, who unfortunately is taking some time off from iOn to focus on schoolwork. But I'm sure we'll see more of Dylan later on this season.
Are you sure this is cool with Dylan? I mean, I don't want to be stepping on his toes or anything.
Dude, relax, it's cool. Anyways, we have lots of things going on here at the Collective, as usual. Lots of shows coming up, and even more to tell you about.
In this episode, we have Colin Dennon's recurring segment exposing us to everything awesome, appropriately titled Spoonful of Awesome. Also, a Tech Monkey moment with Matt Schmoll, and iOn Presents. We have a new band that we would like to show you called Treehouse.
But before we get to any of that, here's Miss Brianna P. with Uptown News.
Hey guys, and welcome to Uptown News. Recently, Naria Hunter, Michaela Denon, and myself made our debut at First Friday. We played at the Community Arts Center and at Alabaster's Coffee and Tea Company. Katie Shaw also made her solo debut, and Treehouse and Cosmic Sounds played throughout the night. This was the last First Friday of the season. On October 14th, the Uptown Music Collective held a benefit concert for the Children's Development Center. I had the privilege of working with some awesome students from there this past summer for my senior project. My project was called TNT, or Teens in Transition. This program was designed to help students with special needs transition into the world after school. As a senior, I had many fears of going out into the world after school. Can you imagine what it must be like to be a student with special needs? Today, teens take many things for granted, such as text messaging, making their own food, or even shopping. Imagine how it can be being a student with special needs. The TNT program is just one of the many programs that the Children's Development Center offers, but they could do so much more if more money was available to them. All the proceeds from the benefit on October 14th went directly to them. That's all for Uptown News. Back to you, Tess and Levi.
This fall season has been the busiest season for the Collective to date. Not only are the students running around playing multiple gigs all over Williamsport, but there are numerous shows that have and will continue to rock the Community Arts Center stage. One of the shows in September was the WNEP show. We students here at the Collective had the awesome opportunity to play a recorded gig that will be broadcasted on WNEP's TV station. Be sure not to miss it. It's at 7:30 every Tuesday in November.
As we mentioned in Uptown News, the Collective just hosted a benefit concert for the Children's Development Center. This is a place where children with disabilities can grow in a safe and healthy environment. It was held at the Community Arts Center on October 14th, and it included Melissa Augustine Dance Studio, art donated by local kids, and members of the Williamsport High School Choir and Orchestra. In all, the show raised over $4,000 to go to the Children's Development Center. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the show.
Hallelujah.
great shows, don't you worry, because there's even more coming to the Community Arts Center. The annual fall show will be taking place on November 12th and 13th. This year's theme is Urban Legends, the music of 10 cities, a concert dedicated to the specific music style of 10 cities across the country. Included will be Philadelphia Soul, Chicago Blues, and
Seattle Grunge.
it is a show not to be missed.
Spoonful of Awesome.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spoonful of Awesome. We are back, greater and more powerful than ever. It's like when Gandalf comes back as the White Wizard, or when Michael Jordan came back to play for the White Sox, and you put the two together, and somehow it all makes sense. So to start my segment, here's a look at what I did on our long break.
Why don't you just come and get some money? Oh, I know you got coffee. Dude, just wake up.
So, as you can see, I was keeping busy. I've also been keeping an ear out for new music, like John Legend and The Roots collaboration entitled Wake Up. The album is comprised of 12 soul songs from the 60s and 70s, revamped by John Legend and the greatest band in hip-hop and R&B music. The Roots have a history of playing with guests, but they struck gold with John Legend. Seriously, these guys are tighter than Richard Simmons' most washed spandex suit. That's a wrap for part 1. Get psyched up for part 2 of iOn Uptown Season 2's maiden voyage.